So, our goal 3 is really about education, and Barb Bruno will lead this. And Barb, are you going to talk about this in your TGIF talk?
Yeah.
Aren't you scheduled?
Yes.
Yeah. So you'll hear a lot more about this from Barb. That's next Friday?
That's in a
couple of weeks. So it's one of the things that I certainly feel very strongly about, and I think is where these large projects are such a really wonderful opportunity for students to really immerse themselves in a complex science project. So we're going to offer programs at a number of different levels for undergrads. It will be a year-long RU-style program where the students are fully embedded in the science teams, doing research, but also involved in a number of different professional development activities and cohort building activities. Some of these programs will also have a summer bridge program at UH Hilo, and also graduate students and postdoctoral scientists will be involved in a number of the opportunities as well, a number of the training opportunities as well. It's really 2 different things we want to do here. We want to really make the students an integral part of our research team, not just those that are kind of working for an individual investigator, but to bring them in as real talent into our teams, but at the same time monitor their progress, make sure that they are progressing well in their careers otherwise, and give them the opportunity to use this experience not only to learn a lot about hydrology and water issues in Hawaii, but also as a way to hone their professional skills in the future. This is just another little list of these programs, but one of the things that we discussed, so as I said, the students will be full members of the research team. We're going to focus a lot on professional development and also skill building, and implement a mentorship network throughout the set of students that will be involved. One of the things we talked about a lot in our strategic planning meeting, which is still under discussion, is what are the set of common learning outcomes do we want all of our students to achieve as being part of this project? So this is different than doing a research project with an individual investigator. This is really being part of a very team-based effort. And what we're working on is trying to figure out what would we like students to be able to do, know, and demonstrate as members of this project. And the nice thing about the programs that Barb has designed is that students can stay in the program for a number of years, so they can actually grow into develop their skills as well as their research contributions to the project. Okay, our final goal is workforce development. And here, as I mentioned before, we're really focusing on the professional development of grad students, postdocs, and faculty. I'll talk a little bit more about the data science curriculum in a second. But one of the things that we've learned from talking with numbers of our agency partners is that the hydrology workforce in Hawaii is not, it's not growing by leaps and bounds. There's some concerns about, are there trained individuals, are there folks who are studying hydrology now that want to take positions either working for companies or working for agencies, and where's the pathway where's the curricular pathways, and where's also the pathways for folks to get involved in this stuff. So our approach to working on that in terms of professional hydrology expertise is, first of all, we're going to hire 3 faculty at UH Manoa. One will be, and I'll talk about those in a second, but we're hopefully hiring a geophysicist, someone who is a hydrology engineer with skills in hydrological modeling, and then a water economist. So the goal here is really to start to add to the expertise that we already have at Manoa, focused in this area, but hopefully build a whole new research focus for UH in the areas of hydrology kind of writ large. Just switch this. This is a summary of the searches that are currently underway. These searches are basically these have been approved, the committees are formed, they're reviewing applications. And so these individuals will, the first is a hydrogeophysicist who will, and these also, interestingly, will have split positions between one of the units, HIGP for the hydrogeophysicist, and the Water Resources Research Center. So this will add new expertise to WRRC, but also contribute that expertise back to the different departments and institutes that they'll be affiliated with. So hydrogeophysicist, we're looking for someone who understands magnetotellurics, hopefully seismic techniques, anyone who is really good at trying to image the subsurface and analyze that data. The second position is a hydroengineer who will be in the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering. And we're looking there for someone with skill sets in hydrological modeling and numerical modeling, as well as some other skills. And then thirdly, a water economist who will be part of the Social Sciences Research Institute and bring all that expertise of understanding the cost of water, the links with water and energy, really focus on those areas of research. Now Hilo is doing something I think is really very innovative. They are building a brand new program at UH Hilo in data science. As part of this project, they will hire 4 new faculty. I hope I have all the dates right. I know they're doing 2 searches now. What they're looking for are individuals who have skills in data science, data analytics, statistics, but they also want these individuals to have skills in a domain science area as well. So this semester, they are searching for an individual to join the computer science department and an individual to join the mathematics department. In future years, they're looking for possibly a social scientist with these kinds of skills, and then also maybe a natural science person, maybe more possibly focused on hydrology. I don't think they've quite figured that out yet. Now these 4 individuals in collaboration with Bob Palaio, who's leading this effort there. Bob is a professor in mathematics. He's also, he was in charge of the Pure Math program, which was a residential program for, a summer program for students to study, basically study math and do projects in algorithm development, I believe. So he's leading this effort, and their goal is to develop 3 different degree programs. They're going to start first with a certificate in data science. And all those of us that have been through the how do you develop a new program at an institution understand that these things can take some time. So they would like to start out with a certificate in data science that a student could get and as part of their other degree requirements, and then move on to developing a bachelor's degree in data analytics / data science, and then also a master's degree. So this is I think this is a very innovative, exciting new area. Now these individuals that they will recruit, these new faculty, will also be part of our research team. So what we're hoping, because a lot of what we will be doing is generating a lot of very diverse data, quite a lot of data that needs interpretation and visualization. And we're looking forward to this set of faculty also being fully integrated with the research team and bringing their skills to bear. So at this moment in time, there are a total of 5 searches ongoing, 3 at Manoa and 2 at Hilo, and I believe Hilo will be hiring the other 2 in 2 years beyond it. They're kind of spreading those out. So what we will see going on at Hilo is the development over, I would say over the next 3 years of the curriculum, the certificate, and also these individuals will be involved in their summer data science program as well. Now the students that they recruit into their program, one of our goals is that our data repository that we're setting up with all this different kind of all these different kinds of data sets, this will be available for those students to do projects on, hone their skills on, figure out how to organize data, analyze it, visualize it. So we really like the students that are involved in their summer program to also be focused in their research areas, or their research focus on the science questions that we've laid out. Now let's see. Okay. I want to come back now to a little bit of, some of that's kind of a very broad overview of the project. Again, this is a 5-year project, and I think many of us, would like to have, a new model really soon to be able to show off. We also understand that will take some time. I think the other reason I'm showing this timeline too is to reinforce how the importance it is of us continuing to communicate our message about what we're doing in the project, but also to build these collaborations with our stakeholders and our community members and keep this conversation going. Because we have an opportunity, I think, at UH to make a real contribution to a lot of ongoing efforts. We won't be able to do a very good job of that if we don't know what everybody else is doing. And sometimes that's a hard problem, but our goal is to put those relationships in place, keep that conversation going, and have folks fully engaged in our project. So this is actually a slide from Greg Chun, who's leading our community engagement and agency engagement efforts. And what we've laid out there, we're really at the very beginning, so we're just starting a lot of our conversations now. One of the things we will establish is the Water Resources Advisory Council. That's there, you can see something called the RAC in there. That will be a group of individuals who will be folks that are really care about the work that we're doing. That sounds a little trite, but may turn out to be many of the same individuals or a mixture of the individuals that are on the Hawaii Community Foundation Freshwater Council. Those are many of the thought leaders that are out there in the community, and so we will want to put together a group of folks